Yeah. Woo. That's a 6.5 maybe.
Western Bass TV takes on Media Day at Lake Pardee.
I'm just hopping this jig across.
Pro angler Chris Zaldain takes on the largemouth.
His head.
Pro angler
Right
Gutiierrez catches a big one.
It's mine. All right, here we are, Chris Zaldain here. April 2nd, Pardee Media Day. This morning, 7 o'clock, we're just blasting off here. They got some giant smallmouth in this place, and we're gonna go out here on the lake and see if we can't catch a few on a jerk bait and a top shelf swim bait. We're gonna chase wind all day. April 2nd means it's spawning time, so we'll get out here and try to catch some pre-spawn fish with the swim baits and the jerk baits. And later on, once that sun gets up, we'll go try to sight fish them a little bit. So check it out. We'll catch them here in a little bit.
Brought to you by MillerPunchandWeight.com.
I'm a believer in this weight. That's how it works. That's underneath. This fish was busy looking at it. You know, when I'm punching, I kind of like to, you know, pitch it out. I really don't like it to go through all, you know, right as it hits the water. I like to shake it a few times. And then I just kind of follow it down with the rod tip so I can feel a fish if they are eating it on the fall. Then I give it a couple of pumps up and down a few times and I'm backing out. The new thing now is punching. And now we're designing weights to get through so we don't have to use, you know, 2 ounce, 3 ounce weights. I think I can get by with something a little bit lighter. Whoa!
Punching heavy cover just got a lot easier with the new Miller Punching Weight. The new punching system makes punching effortless with the new weight design that gets through the heaviest cover with ease. If you want to catch more fish punching today, go to MillerPunchandWeight.com.
That doesn't count, does it?
Brought to you by MillerPunchandWeight.com.
Number one, what we have here is a series of points. There isn't too much wind on here right now, but we're going to give it a go anyways. Start out with a jerk bait, and then we'll also throw that top shelf swim bait. But typically I like to fish these. There's a series of five or six points right here that come out real nice. And if I keep the trolling motor on high, I can hit them within, you know, 10-15 minutes. So looks like a good little place to start. The shallow running jerkbait is probably the best way to catch smallmouth this time of year. There, looks very good, plus I just saw 3 big ones. Huh. Oh, see, there it is right there. There's that fish right there. There's one swimming out of that spot. It was actually scared of the lure, man. Didn't want to eat it. It's right there. Little one, about a 2-pounder. But he is shallow. Might be a drop shot type deal. Oh, heads up. On this one right there. Probably another small guy. Dang it. Look at that, look at that. Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's still on it. It's a worm. It's going to be a worm shell, I'll tell you right now. Unless that sun pops out and warms up the water. I mean, these fish are interested, but they're not biting it. Amazing. On our third stop here, and the main lake's not going. Like I said, it is April. The fish are in the backs of the creeks. I could actually see them. This is the first creek we stopped in at. We got some running water in the back. We got a nice lay down right here. I pulled up to this spot right here, and I must have saw 4, maybe 3 to 5 pounders. And I pitched my jig in there, and you know, they nosed up on it, but they're not quite locked on. They're just cruising around. So what I did is I made an adjustment and tied up a shaky head, just a, you know, 1/4 ounce shaky head. Actually, I believe this is an 1/8 ounce shaky head with a 4-inch Senko. And then I cut off the jig, and I put a little 3/16 ounce drop shot is all it is. It's, you know, 6-inch fat worm, almost Delta style, but I'm sure we'll catch a few of these fish I just saw here. And as you can see, there's running water in the back right there, and that's what's holding these fish back here. He got it. Oh, he just mouthed it. Just picked it up. Almost ate the weight. All about that jig. There's the largemouth. I'm gonna shoot that jig too. All right. It's fishing a jig real fast, working down the bank. Little guy. It'll work. Not bad. Definitely in those weeds, man. I'll put him in the well. Let's see if we get 5 more.
Sport Fishing, Sonar and GPS Workshops. Presented by Captain Jack Fendleton, Jeff Boyer,
see these horizontal lines up through here, and all these horizontal streaks down through here, and over here, here's one coming off the bottom right over here, up and through here, all these horizontal streaks, those are salmon. That's what fish look like on your screen. They're typically going to be black marks, and they can be all kinds of shapes. They might be a horizontal line that moves up, a horizontal like that one, it might be a horizontal line that moves down, or they might be, my favorite one on the whole screen is right there. I'm making a circle around that guy right there. Notice he's got that nice little arch, that perfect arch that you see in all the advertisements.
See, that's just it, man. You just cover water, keep covering, 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 and then, I mean, these fish are right on the bank. And what I'm doing is I got the trolling motor on about 80, just cruising down the bank and pitching to every little piece of structure I could find, just, you know, moving as fast as I can. That's a big fish. That's a giant, dude, that's a giant bass right there. Oh, stay out of that tree. That's, oh yeah, big bass. That's a giant. That's a good one. Big largemouth in the tree on jig. Oh, that's a giant fish. Once again, just pitching this jig around this cover, and that's a real deep tree and about 15 feet. Let this half-ounce jig drop off the edge of it. This is a big one. Oh gosh, it's fighting really hard. It's like a 5 or 6 pounder. This thing has got no give up, man. Big old fat one. Oh, come here, sweetie. Woo! That's a 6.5 maybe. Eat that brown and purple jig. Like I said, that tree out there is probably in about 15 feet of water, the end of it, and I'm just hopping this jig across the edge of it. I stuck it real good too. 15-pound Seagar and Vizex, muscling it through the timber there. God, that's a nice one. Oh, she's got it good. She's got it real good. I need the pliers on this one. That's like a 6.5 pounder. Nice jig fish. April 2nd, totally pre-spawn. Look at the belly on that thing. Pulling up to that sunken evergreen right there. It's been in the water for a while. It's orange now, but she's at the end of it in about 12 to 15 feet of water. Not a bad one. I want to catch a smallmouth though, is what I want to catch. There's another good one. That's a decent one. Another male on the bank with a jig. That's a third fish on a jig today. And they're eating it all the way down too. Again, 15-pound Seagar and Vizex. All the way in the sticks, pulling them out. Another little male. And it's a fun bite, just pitching a jig straight to the bank. But they're all little guys. But that's 4 towards the limit. And tournament fishermen like me, I mean, you gotta have 5 every day. So it's, what time? It's about 10:30. Which we tried the main lake, you know, with jerk baits, trying to fish for smallmouth, and started working towards some of the backs of these pockets with running water, and found the largemouth pretty good. There's a lot of males right on the bank near this fallen timber here, and we're just kind of pitching a half-ounce jig towards most of the cover here and catching the largemouth pretty well. And it seems like most of them are towards the backs of the coves, you know. Shocker. It's springtime, and these fish are wanting to spawn here real quick. It's 56 degrees. Last 2 days we had 80-degree weather. Today we've got some clouds, and I have a feeling A little bit later on this afternoon, we'll start to find that these fish will be eating swim baits a little better. So for the rest of the morning here, we're going to throw a jig, keep pitching this jig around the cover, and then we'll switch up to the swim baits once that sun pops out. There's one. Hopping that jig along. That's a good fish. Oh, come on, be a smallmouth. I want to catch a smallmouth so bad right now. Oh, that's a giant bass. Hopping that jig across, swimming it. Oh yeah, giant fish. That's a giant fish. That's a big one. Oh, stay on there. That's another big fish. God, that's awesome. Gotta love that. Hopping that jig across the bottom, about 6 feet of water, in and around this timber. It's another big old bass. But it's not a smallmouth. We're on Pardee, world-class smallmouth fishing. We're catching 6-pound largemouths. It sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not really. God, they're fighting hard right now, man. It's that trout they're eating, that vitamin T. Again, 15-pound fluorocarbon, Seagar and Vizex, and this is a Powell 734 bait casting setup on just a Corrado 200. All right, I'm catching 6-pound largemouth. There's another nice one. That's about a 5-pounder, but ate the jig again right there in the mouth. That's a sweet looking fish. God, the exact same spot I caught that. I hooked that other one, and they are not coming off, dude. Sticking hard. Oh man, that's our 5th fish. We got 2 nice ones and 2 females, and oh gosh, they're lively. 2 females and 3 rats. Not bad. Let's keep on pitching the jig and swimming it. Yeah. Put these on some big fish side. Alright, that's 5.
WFNHD presents Troy Linder's Fit for Fishing, brought to you by Fish Supply. For the love of the sport.
That's why I stay fit for fishing. Whether you're shaking a worm or working a drop shot for big bass, or rigging and jigging for walleyes, you can put 40 to 50 fish in a boat in a day. That's the good news. The bad news is your wrist and forearm can hurt really bad afterwards. Here's a couple things you can do to ease the pain. Spinning rods can knot up your line almost as much as they can knot up your forearm muscles from using them. Here's a couple of things you can do to keep these muscles both strong and loose. For the first one, we're going to use this 8-pound dumbbell. You can start out by resting your arm on your leg like this. Then slowly twist your hand to the left and then to the right. A dozen times in each direction should be fine. After that, switch arms and repeat. Next, with your arms in the same position, drop your hand down like this. Then, lift your hand up. A dozen repetitions should be enough. After strengthening those muscles with this dumbbell, we're going to loosen them up with a baseball. Gently roll the area around the elbow and work down into the middle of the forearm muscles. A little pressure sure goes a long way. These simple exercises will make those 50 fish days a lot less painful. When I'm on the road at tournaments, I stay in shape by doing some simple exercises and stretches. It makes all the difference in the world. To see some of them, go to fitforfishing.com.
Hi everybody, I'm Al Linder, and you're here watching Western Bass TV.
There he is. There he is. Good one. Nice head. Oh yeah, he's hot. Oh, he's coming. I love this stuff. I told Bub about this too. I'm the last guy that wants to throw this colored worm. I just had some extra bags left over from Roosevelt. I cannot believe I'm throwing this thing. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Look at that smallie that's underneath it. Holy smokes! That's a good one. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, you stretching string on me? There we go. Oh, stop it. Come here. There he is. Is that a beauty? Hey, look, Greg Gutierrez here. Sitting here at the Pardee Lake Media Day with my good buddy Tony Stoltz running the camera. Just for you guys that don't know, hey, I'm a battalion chief with CAL FIRE. I fight fire and fish. Look at that. Is that just basically confirms that I saw what I saw the last time? Okay, so here's the deal. That bait that I had, that fish shook it off and it started sinking. That big smallie was following it up, snatched up the bait, ate it. It's not there. So they want that color. They like that color right now. I thought I seen a shadow on the log. That's why I'm kind of giving it a really good look right now, just to make sure. I'm kind of excited, to be honest with you, because I seen some fish that were over here on the. There's some tulies right around the corner, a little pocket of tulies, and I was throwing a new prototype bait I'm making. I'm actually, a buddy and I are starting a new jig company called Bucket Mouth Jigs. And so I was just showing the prototype basically how it fishes. I wasn't trying to give up too much about it, but I was explaining how I could cast it right up on top of the tulies, reel it across the tulies, and then bring it in just like it's a chatter bait type of bait. And I'm sitting there and I made about 3 or 4 casts in on this stuff, and I brought it up. All of a sudden I'd seen these big old just tankers come up, and I'm thinking, are those bass? And I'm looking, God, they gotta be bass, just because they kept strolling back and forth. And I went up just in time to see some carp move off, but these were giant carp, and I'm going, well, the fish that I seen weren't that big, but they were big. So I got a little closer. Watch this. Oh, golly, I landed right on his noggin. Yeah, you're right, man. He ran like he was scalded with hot water. Anyhow, so I'm sitting there and I'm looking, I look, I get closer, I'm right up on these fish. I cast up there and I got bit. Brought it in, I cast right back up there again. Got bit again. It was crazy, and they were smaller than what I seen, so I'm really excited. It's right in this pocket. I know they're giants in there, so I'm gonna sneak up on them this time instead of bulldogging my way in there. This looked like a pretty good fish. Note to self: don't cast on them. Cast way up on the bank and work it in. They'll be a lot better off. See, now that fish was up in the water column sunning himself, so you know they're fixing to spawn. They're warming their eggs in the sun. And obviously, there's not that many willow bushes like on Shasta that they can prop up in. And I'm kind of hoping that the prime real estate, like what these big girls are using, there's a reason why they're there. Because I was driving down the lake coming in, I could see little patches of those willows or the tulies, and I think that's what we'll do, is just go run a bunch of those things and whack them. That's why I stopped on that one itty bitty little patch right there, and it had that one fish. Look at that fish. Oh, he just threw it. That was a good one. I didn't even penetrate the hook on that thing. That was a good fish. Hit him in the bony part, probably. That was a good fish. Holy smokes. Oh, 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 you backed up a little bit. For whatever reason, you got chicken. Come on. Yeah, this is funny. There's a wad of smallies down there. I mean, a wad. One of you. Oh, man. They're there. They're still there. That's a good smallie. That's a big-ass smallie. That's a smallie that's begging to go home with Greg. That's a good fish, Bubba. That's a good fish. Oh yeah, here he comes. Oh, I love this game. Oh, here comes. Oh, here comes. That's a good fish right there, Tony. That's a stud on 8-pound string. I know there's a couple of them in there because that one just freight trained me in there. So he's shooting right through the middle of them toolies right now. And remember how I was saying I trust that knot? Look how far back he is. I can't even stop this guy. 8-pound test. My knot is way out there, and I'm gonna muscle his ass right through these things, or muscle his head right through these things. Here he comes. Here he comes. I pulled out the weeds and everything, man. Pulled out the weeds and everything. I had to zip my drag down to do it. I can't stop him, man. If I go any tighter, I'll blow this line up. Here he comes, here he comes. Oh. I can feel him sawing on that thing. Oh, that's a big fish. Come on, girly girl. Start prepping my area here. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I sure would like to get that fish in the boat soon. It's starting to wear me out. Okay, here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, 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 oh. Did you see the gut on that? It looks like Kent Brown. Look at that fish. Oh yeah, roll over, just like Kent Brown. What was that? Spot. It's mine. Yeah, baby. Look at the gut on that. Kent, we love you, brother. 8-pound string. Look at that fish. It does. It looks like me. It does. Look at that thing. Holy. Hey, so it's 2:30. Last day, or the media day here at Pardee Lake. I started out thinking I was going to be throwing jerk baits and swim baits and catching these big monsters. I had to adapt. Threw a drop shot and just cracked these fish. It was awesome. So, you know, a couple of things. If you're out here in Pardee Lake, because we're showing you this stuff, is take care of the resource. Make sure you fish your fish. If you you catch them deep. Take care of these fish. This is a beautiful lake. Come and visit it. It's awesome. Thing number 2 is, if you come up here with the intention of catching fish one specific way and it just doesn't work, adapt. Go with what's comfortable. Go with what's working. You know, change up, make things happen. Anyhow, Pardee Lake, got a nice big fat one in there. It was a good day.